Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Last Epoch video here. Today we're going to be taking a look at my leveling build so far for my Primalist Beast Master. And we are basically going to just go beast mode on everything in the game. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So ultimately it's going to be an Earth Quake build, and I felt like Beastmaster was going to be the strongest class or specialization for Primalist. First off, if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, really appreciate it. Helps me out. We hit 1,100 subs recently, so now we're gonna go for 1,200. So let me just kind of walk through the build here while we're killing some stuff, and then we'll take a look at kind of the breakdown so far. I am only level 21, so it's fairly early on in this character leveling, and I mean I think it's going fairly well in terms of the speed, like the clear speed at this stage in the game, as well as the survivability. First off, I'm having a ton of fun in this cycle or league or what season, whatever you want to call it. And the patch was a huge success in my opinion. Servers have been fine, like after the first 30 minutes of them launching the game, or the patch, excuse me. So the main damage for this build is coming from Gathering Storm, and we have converted it to physical, and then we are also using wolves, and the wolves actually do a lot of damage, surprisingly, and they are super tanky, so just very solid all around, and they're only going to continue to get stronger. And then on top of that, right now we're using Warcry. Howl from the wolves is also really good. It heals you, and then you do 25% more damage for a few seconds. With our Warcry, have it set up to pull enemies towards me. So that's just helping my clear speed as well. And then we've got Fury Leap just for the mobility. Right now I'm using Eterra's Blessing, just having the extra heal on demand is just making it, level faster, because I don't have to stop and worry about, just healing or running out of potions, what have you. And then I did find a unique that instead of having the roll ability, it gives me like a fear. And then the fear also amps the damage. So, where is that? Werelin Undercity? No, I want to go to the docks first, I think. So all in all, I'm kind of a little squishy at the moment, just because a lot of my resistances are low, and there's just heavy void damage in this area, so it's making me feel kind of squishy. But as long as I'm paying attention and moving out of the way, I'm pretty much fine. Like, it's mostly these void prophets that are a problem, but if I just kind of CC them and focus them down, as you can see, they're just not really an issue. But if they start popping a bunch of those void mines on me, it has been the source of, well, as you can see there, definitely take some heavy damage from it. So I do have to stay mobile and play kind of smart in this area, but it does make the game a little bit more interesting, because I have to actually pay attention, and I can't just face roll the content. So, all right, that's definitely an upgrade. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and show you the gear I've got right now. Just double checking if any of this stuff is going to be an upgrade, and it does not really look like it. 299. Yep, so go ahead and show you the gear here real quick. So just, you know, some basic stuff. I guess the most interesting thing is going to be these uniques. So this is the one that gives me the fear ability, and then I do 14% more damage. I have swiftness from it, so that just makes me faster. You can see here I'm getting 12 move speed just from the gloves, and then swiftness factors in like your level as well. So I believe you get faster as you level up. Correct me if I'm wrong. Versus it being like inverted and it wearing down over time. So once we get a little bit further through this area, I'll go ahead and show you just kind of what I've got as far as the skills, and we'll take a look at the skills and then the plan for the build. I guess this is probably a good note. Wait. So these things hit really hard, so you definitely want to make sure you kind of CC them. Okay, how did I end up over here? I thought I was like... I definitely got confused on where I was. Okay, so anyways, we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at the skills here. So this is our main damage ability, and the fantastic thing about this is it costs 0 mana. It's got decent AoE, it's got decent DPS, gives you armor shred. As you hit stuff, you build these stacks that also damage things in an interval. So you've got just quite a bit of damage coming from this. I've got it converted into physical and armor shred, and then extra damage per point of strength while wielding a two-handed weapon. Wolves, I just basically am going damage route right now, so I wanted to pick up additional companion, additional wolf. So we got this for extra damage, and then we just pick these up to get that. As soon as I can, I'm going to get this, because that's going to give them a ton more damage. Then I'm planning on going this route here, so I can now... That'll let me have 3 wolves for the time being, I believe. Or yeah, that should let me have 3 wolves. And then I'm also going to pick this up just so that having 3 wolves, and then them hitting a rare or boss enemy, having I'm assuming it's going to be a 4% chance to activate Howl. That's going to be massive. It stacks, so that's just going to give me tons of damage, healing. It's free, it doesn't cost any mana, so that's going to be just like a huge boost to our DPS, especially when we're killing bosses and rare enemies, and those are, as we know, in ARPGs, really the only threat, especially in like the later parts of the game. So trash mobs, like, nobody cares about getting a damage boost while fighting trash mobs, because you're already pretty much just, you know, mowing them down. But just look at how much damage the wolves do, and like they really don't have any buffs going on right now. Once I get them that ice bite, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna like clear packs of enemies on their own. They already do pretty significant damage for like basically little to no investment. And most of your abilities or passives on the Primalist are kind of like double dipping. So you know, your strength is boosting your minions. All of these, like, boosts to yourself also gives your minions boosted damage. So right now, what we're working on is getting Earth Quake. So that's kind of currently the objective. It's to unlock Earth Quake, and then I'm going to replace Etero's Blessing with it. And then I think most likely that's going to be my skill setup for quite some time. You know, the only change I could see making is if I get to a point where I don't need Gathering Storm and I can just spam Earthquake. But I don't know how long that will actually take to get to that point. So right now, I was just leveling down this tree here. I'll probably get this because 4 points per level. I mean, maxing that out would give you 40 additional melee damage with two-handed weapons. That is absolutely disgusting. And it's going to be a massive DPS boost, you know, at some point for the investment. So right now, just kind of dumping into attunement, because attunement also gives you this scales basically evenly off of attunement and strength. Attunement has the nice, you know, added benefit of giving you some additional mana, which is, you know, going to be helpful, because I'm not stacking mana aside from the points from the attunement. And then this is also giving me penetration, so we are going to probably max that out. Then I'll probably, what was the other one I was looking at here? Either this or putting some points into this, like maybe possibly also this, because gathering, yeah, I think that's the play here, is to level this up. So you're gonna get basically mana leech from Gathering Storm with this. It's gonna give you some additional health. The shock chance is gonna convert to armor shred. The only thing I'm not sure about is, like, I really just like dumping all my points into damage. You know, it's hard to, like, justify 5 points into this for 50 health, 25 shock and chill, versus just like 25 damage. Like, I don't know. I guess eventually the 25% increase isn't like massive, but we'll have to see. So really, I don't know how much points I'm going to put into the Beastmaster tree. I mostly just picked it for the +1 companion summon and the 50% increased melee damage. But there's definitely some solid stuff in here. So, like, this is very good. I'll definitely get this. Aspect of the boar seems decent. And then, like, again here, so I'll have to you know, once I get further into the tree, make another update. But I just wanted to stop and show you guys kind of where the build is at right now, and I think this is pretty solid as far as, like, leveling right now. Just clearing the story mode to get to the end game. Definitely, like, no mana issues at all. Never run out of mana. Good utility, good survivability so far. Once I get access to what's it called? Sorry. Once I get access to Earthquake, the just the clear speed is gonna go way up. I'm just gonna like one shot everything on the screen is the plan. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And remember to give them the D.